welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about a topo surface in Revit. So what is topo surface basically? Topo surface is basically to make a ground surface for any Revit models. So if you see this particular model, we already discussed how to make all these objects and to add some additional feature in this. So how to make a ground surface. So if you talk about some soil layer or grass layer, so how to add this particular part, and also we can add some kind of parking utilities and side effects, we can do it. So in order to start with that topo surface, first you need to complete the model. After completing the model, we can go for site. So just click on site, double click, so you get a new window with a word site. Once you enter to the site, you need to go for the masking and site. So go for this particular tab, masking and site. There you can find out the topo surface. So go for the topo surface, click on it, and then you just want to add a particular four corners, so like making a ground. So I'm just adding my first ground and second and third and fourth. So if you see this all four particular point, so the elevation point is 0. Suppose you want to have some elevations, then you can add some height here. So like 500 mm or 600 mm elevation you want, you can add accordingly to this particular point, so that the slope will be little bit variations will be in the site. So if you look at this particular point, after clicking 4 points, you can finish this point and then just go and see in 3D. You will get a topo surface like this. So just you can draw orbit and you can use this part, we'll get the topo surface, right? So this is how you need to see it. Now further what you want to know is, so go back to the site and then just click on it. So you can edit the surface. So you want to modify the shape, you can modify the shapes. So whatever the shapes you want, you can modify it. So once you're done with this, you can click finish. And you want to add some point as well, you can add some additional points to the existing topo surface. Okay, so now further that what you want to do is materials. So what kind of material you need to do for it? So once you select this part, you can see here the material. So you can select this part and you can add some additional materials, like you want to go for earth or you want to go for asphalt. So whatever the material you like to go, you can add this particular material to the surface. So basically we go for earth material, that is nothing but soil. So you can go for it. Or else you have some additional pictures, so you can also add for pictures. You can go for image, so you can select the image and you can upload the image features over here, and then you can add according to that. Okay, the next correction what you want to do in topo surface is, if you see here in the 3D, now you can clearly see this particular slab, this topography part is merged with the floor slab. So you have a plinth beam and floor slab over here, so it is getting merged over here. So you want to do this correction here when you make a model. So in order to do this correction, it's very easy to work with elevation point. So go for elevation, click any part of elevation, click the topo site, and just you can drag it down, right? So you can just drag it, make it exactly to the level surface. So once you are done with this, now you can go and see in this part. So you can see this plinth beam as well as the floor slab available part of this part. So this is how you can create a topo surface for this model. Okay, now addition to this, what you can add, so you want to add some roads and you want to add some siting components, you can add site components also. So let's see that in detail over here. So go for site. So once you go for the site, now I'm going to add some road effects for this model. So in order to make some road surface, we can go for floor slab. We can add a simple road surface. So you can add a road surface, then additionally you can finish it. Now after finishing, again you can add some one more floor roof. Oh sorry, go for floor. Okay, finish. Now you can edit these boundaries as well. So like this we can do the models. Now you need to connect this to point, then finish it. Okay, so it's already existing, means you can remove this line. You can take a line and finish this point. Now finish it. So now you get a topo surface like this. Now if you go and see in 3D, you will get a surface like this. Got it? Okay, so now what we want to do, so you want to change this path to extend. That also you can do. You can select this, edit surface, change the grids, you can extend it. Right, now you can go and see the effect will be here. Right, now I'm going to change this particular surface material, so you can select this part. So select this, go for material, so you can see this material here. So under modify floor slab you have a material, go for paint and you can choose asphalt. So you click on asphalt, select on this and select on this. So you are now ready with this kind of effects. Now we need to add the yellow strip, so we are going to add some yellow strip as you see in the video. So let's go for it. If you go for site again, go for components, place the component. So here if you open here load mod, we can go for files and you can go for Revit installation files, and you can go for library, sorry, site, then parking. Here you have a yellow strip, click on it, and once you are ready with this you can adjust the size, how much thickness you want. You can edit the size, so what is the length of this mark you need, so you can go for it. So it's not loaded, just okay, just go for 3D model, just a minute. Let's go for L0. Yeah, payment strip. Now you can edit this, so you can also edit this part here. So what is the size you want to give for payment? So just roughly you can place it out, you can reduce here. So I'm just going to take it as 1.5, apply. I'm just going to click on outside, and then once you're done with this you can rotate this. Okay, copy, paste, how much you want you can do, or you want to use a array method, you can use array method also. So placing this component, right. So now you can go and see the effect. The yellow mark will be available on the road as a strips, right. The next we need some effect like street lights. So I can go for the level 0. Now you can go for again components. So I already loaded the street lights over here. You can have some plans and street lights. So select on the street lights, so place it on the roadside where you have effects. So you can place random distance, right. So just check it in 3D. So when you see here the effect is different, so the location is different. So you want to change this in the site, you can see it is different, but in the road payment the different effect is there. This is because of the offset distance, so you need to be careful in this offset distance. So yeah, we need to make this part. So go for 3D, you can select all this together, you can move towards the road, right, little slight back. Right, so right, done. So unnecessary object, I'm deleting it. So we are done with the street lights. Now we need to add some more trees and effects to this part. So just go for again load components, then go for trees. So you can see some trees. If you're not having, you can add effects, right? So let's go for tree load family. So I have on desktop some plants I have. Let me load it. So once you get that, you can add this also on this part of existing building, right? Now you can see the effects. So what you saw is really, so like this you can do the modeling fast. So this is the effect of your topo surface. So it gives you a real effect for the road pavement as well as for the part. Okay, so in addition, this is what we can do in this part. So let's go ahead. So you want to adjust the surface or you want to adjust the material, you can again edit the boundaries. You can give some elevation. So let's go for some elevation part. So let's come back to this point and select this particular point. Let's delete it. Okay, so now we have deleted it. Again, I'm going to draw the mass and side. Go for topo surface. Now first point is 0, but when I click on second point, I'm just going to have a 1.2 meter height. So this is in meters, so I'm just giving 1.2, and second point is going to be 1.5, and this side it is going to be 0.25. I'm just going to take lower point, right? So finish this. So now if we go and see, the topograph surface is totally different. So you have a different layer here. So when you go and see in elevation, you can find that difference in the path. So you can see here, this is the maximum height and this is the lower height. So this way we can see the slope is provided here. So in such kind of projects, we need to be work accordingly. What is the slope provided in the hilly areas or any slope surface? Then you want to make a topo surface. Then we can go for this elevation method. Okay. So again, what we want to do is we need to make this corrections. So when you work with this correction, so we want to do this correction lower level. Since we have given the different elevation point, now we can see clearly there is a difference in this height. So when you move down, so you need to move down to the floor level, but when you see on other side, this is different. This is the reason because we have given a different elevation point for this particular topograph. So this is something different from the previous model, right? So I hope now you understand how to create a topo surface for any kind of projects, right? So further that, according to this level, if we want to make, then we want to create additional points. We want to add additional points on the surface. Then we create a topo surface for that particular projects. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this part and you have learned something about topo surface in today's video. Thank you for watching.